Hi everyone, it's Jo Gifford here from jogifford.co, and I'm back with another one of my live for 5 really super quick lightning round Facebook live broadcasts where I'm answering your questions on all things to do with the content creation, idea generation and workflow. And you can send me your questions if you go to akillercontent.link /live for 5. So this question actually came in from one of my clients, so I am going to go straight ahead and see what Jen asked me, which was how can I repurpose from a Facebook Live? So doing Facebook Live is one of the fastest ways that you can jump on, add value to your audience, and if you feel really confident, sort of doing live streams on camera, it can be a great way to create lots of content that you can repurpose in a way that is super easy. Now, one of the best things that I use is this little piece of kit, which is repurpose.io. And this is such a handy app, which sets up workflows between things like your podcast. If you have one, your podcast feed, it also sets up workflows between your live stream on Facebook, so you can repurpose them. So for example, using repurpose.io, my live streams, so this one, for example, will automatically be shared on YouTube. It will automatically be saved in Dropbox so that I can do other things with it and transcribe and all that kind of stuff. And it automatically gets shared to my Facebook profile as well. And that means that by doing one thing, by just jumping on one Facebook Live, you can have, sort of YouTube is then looked after and the content goes straight into Dropbox, and I will show you what you can do with that shortly within my 5 minutes. So repurpose.io is so handy, and I also use it for my podcasts so that every time one of my podcasts, sort of goes live, that also gets repurposed as a video, which goes straight to YouTube. So I'm completely hands off and that gets done. And the podcast itself also gets saved straight into Dropbox. So I have copies of everything. It's also set up so that once it goes straight to YouTube, it gets published on my Facebook profile and my Facebook page. So if you're looking for some super smart ways to repurpose your stuff and make it easy for yourself, which I'm all about, then that will be really helpful for you. So repurpose.io. So once you have saved your Facebook Live in this instance and it's gone into Dropbox, you can have it transcribed. So this is a great way to reuse what you've already done. And I use rev.com, and they charge $1 a minute for your transcription, so you can have your files go directly into Dropbox, have them transcribed, and then you can jump in and edit them for social media updates, for blog posts, and for sort of ways to extend the value of the content that you are creating. Once you have a transcript, I'm trying to stick to below my 5 minutes for a super quick live for you. Once you have a transcript, not only can you create a blog post, but you can also pull out some quotes and create them as a visual imagery for social media. So you can pull out some key points from your Facebook Live, which you've had repurposed, which you've had sort of transcribed. It's really super easy. And then you can pull out some quotes, create them in something like Canva as visual social media imagery, and use them on your social channels. So you're building up a library of stuff really easily. So I'd love to hear if any of you try that workflow of working from a Facebook live stream and repurposing it. If you have any questions for my live before 5, then you can leave your question just down below on this form here. It's on killercontent.link /live for 5. So I can't wait to hear your questions. If you found this useful, do let me know in the comments below. I'm also putting together a blog post of all of my live for 5 streams, which you can find on my website, jogifford.co. Okay, I'll see you back with the next live for 5.